Welcome to a new day in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and have to admit it's really good to be back on my base after the last few parts wading through that derelict ship. And it was an interesting mission, but it took a little bit of a toll, and in this part I want to chill out a little bit more because what I want to do now is get out and maybe start to take down some of these, like these supply stations in Xerax territory. We're going to need the hover vehicle to do that. So in this part, what I want to do is give it a little bit of a facelift, make it a bit more robust, maybe give it a bit more carry capacity, put a few more defenses on it. But before that, I want to talk a little bit about the previous video, and if any of you guys watched that, you'll be aware that I was getting knocked down and killed quite often. And it wasn't until I was editing the video and I realised that my heavy armour had been virtually totally destroyed here. So yeah, the durability was there, so it was giving me no end of problems. So the first thing I need to do is get in here, change my armour. And the problem is I'm going to have to take off the EVA boost and the mobility boost, put the oxygen tanks over here for the moment. Because one of the problems with this, if you take your armour off, I'll just show you an example, guys. If I take this off, if I take the armour off, you can see the units are associated with this armor. So if you want to do it, all you got to do is take this off. And for the moment, I'm going to go back to medium armor. Don't really need the oxygens and the multi-boosts. I've got so much stuff in here. Really need to find somewhere to sell it. I'm going to put the multi-boost back on here. We don't, and maybe an armor boost and a jetpack boost. Because if we're going to go out exploring on the planet, this might add a little bit of benefit. I don't think I've got, I mean, if I had a second multi-boost, I'd probably put that on there. I think that's going to work. Now, because of course I've now got some very badly damaged heavy armor. The next thing I want to do is, if we get into here, I'm not sure, I can't actually remember if I've unlocked it. Repair station. It's something that I've unlocked the repair station, and it says I've got to use a large constructor. It's just, oops, not active. See if we can find the repair station. That's it. It's going to start with building the repair station. The other thing I want to do is queue up some stuff which I'm going to need to upgrade my one thing at a time. That went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Go to construct out. This shouldn't be too heavy. Put that there. What I want to do is just drop the repair station in this corner here. So it means we can now come in here and repair the heavy armor. That's all nicely done. That can go there. So I've now got two sites of heavy armor which are pretty close. What you will notice though is that when you repair armor, it doesn't repair exactly to maximum capacity, and I can't remember where it is. They've changed it and it's a little bit overlapped. You can only repair items so many times unless they've changed it. Can't see it in there. Yeah, never mind. You can leave that. You can also, at the bottom there, it shows which slots are used. So what you can do is leave these associated with this armor, and then if you want to put the armor on, it suddenly gets dropped in there very quickly. Okay, that out the way, let's just have a look at my other vehicle. I do need to really strengthen this up a bit, and I also want to give it a bit more boost. Just having a look around. Let's just, I wouldn't mind to put a third turret on, but to put a third turret on, probably have to take this off. What we're going to do first is ammo. Take the ammunition out. Actually, guys, I've got the large constructor on, haven't I? Right, what do I want is, certainly want another couple of these. We're going to need some blocks. The question is, do I use hardened steel blocks or just ordinary steel blocks. These are a lot heavier. I'm just going to stick with ordinary steel blocks at the moment. Have some of those. The other thing I also want is some container controllers where for HV. I start with 10 of those at the moment. Oh, the other thing I also want, I was looking at this before I go. I should have unlocked it when I was thinking about it. Where are you? Never find the thrusters on here. I mean, now another benefit of doing that derelict shift is you can see I'm now up. In fact, I'm up to level 16. I've got 412 points. What I can work out is I must have leveled up twice whilst doing that derelict ship, but I didn't notice. I'm just going to unlock that. About these are going to give me. This is 125. This is going to give me 220. These are going to be large thrusters. But what we have got is these thrusters here. So these will give me 160. We could unlock those and put the tier 2 T2 thrusters in. I think that could be quite good. Hover boost. This device applies a short but strong force to allow your hover vehicle to perform a jump. Could be useful. Yeah, I think we're going to go with these tier 2 thrusters. Just going to get in here again. And where's the thrusters? Oh, yeah, I'm going to make a couple of these. And what do I do with the multi-tool? There we are. You could really do a tier 2 multi-tool as well, actually. Yeah, let's go for it, guys. Tools, tier 2 multi-tool. Let's unlock that. That actually needs an advanced constructor, so we can kick that off. Advanced constructor active. I mean, we're going to be hanging around here all day, so I don't have to worry about the power. Advanced constructor. I mean, the advanced constructor would be very useful anyway, should I decide to take anything apart. There it is, tier 2 constructor. I'm just going to build that. I can use this for the moment. I'm just going to take these off the top here. Like that. I'm just going to take this engine off here. And this one off here. Let's just whip out the guns and various other bits and pieces. I don't need them now for the moment. I'm just going to put that there. And what I'm thinking is, put these thrusters here, like that. Oh great, that's all I need. Okay. I'm going to take out these two here. Actually, maybe I need 3. Yeah, we're going to make 3 thrusters. Let's just chuck another one in. I'm making this up very much as I go along, guys, so apologies if I seem a bit indecisive. Let's go there. Base output. A couple of those. A couple of those. Let's get the power situation worked out first. And the reason I'm putting the extra lift hover engines on is I want to increase the capacity of this ship so that I can carry stuff. Put in these here. Yeah, they look okay. Right. Got to put the ammos boxes back. We better put these back properly across the back here like that. So that gives me the main structure for here. I'm certainly going to want the tier 2. Do that go into general supplies now. You've got downgraded. Put this on the back here. Because now the reason I'm putting the upgraded thrusters on the back here is that if you're going to have a ship that's going to lift extra, you've got to be able to push it harder as well. I mean, the lateral thrusters should be okay. I mean, I've got 2 spare thrusters I've taken off now. We could weave these into here somehow. That's that built there. This is this area here. Oops. Right, we may have to go out and collect some resources from the drones when they're shot down. I mean, I'm pretty sure this thing will fly if necessary. Now the ammo box runs across the top there. I'd like to put in another thruster actually. Wait. Okay, I mean, will this thing fly like it is now? Save me a bit of time. Oops. Wow. Those thrusters have got a lot of shove. And I nearly ended up drowning there. Wow. Yeah. That's definitely a lot more acceleration. That's going to make a big difference. It's actually getting going. Crap. I mean, this is all free loot, so there's no point turning it down. Only 2 of these. I'm sure there's got to be 3 of them. Oh, it's like the 3rd one's underwater. I'll just do a quick wait. Yeah. That swimming. That's actually quite cool, actually. I like that idea of swimming. I don't know even why I bothered to put the helmet on then. I'll take the helmet off again, save a bit of oxygen. I'm certainly not going to be building out here. Wow. It's actually moving pretty quickly. I actually like this. Wow. I might take a little bit of getting used to. What I'm going to do is turn the thrusters off and the lift off. Well, save a little bit of fuel while I'm working on the ship. First person. Now we got a couple of extra thrusters. Got this area here. Right, let's just put in the extra capacity, some of the extra capacity that I can add. So if we put that on there, I know I could use a plane, but at the moment I'm making this up very much as I go along, guys. So I don't want. I mean, this works on the diagonal. Oops. Yeah, that's much better for picking stuff up. Just put that one there. Oh, messed that up, haven't I? Yep. This should be. That should give me the extra capacity on the top here. Turn that in there. Now, where would I want the thrusters? I've got a couple of extra thrusters. put the... Now I need to protect these hover engines, don't I? That might work. If I put some extra capacity in there. Wow, have I used it all up already? Oh no, we got another one. Actually, I need to offload that stuff. Base structure in. Some steel blocks that can go in. We can hang on to the power spells. Food. Not sure where that protein came from. Eat some of these energy bars. Actually, what I can do is shove that into there. Then we'll just eat the steaks. Keep us alive. Let's get here. Advanced constructor. You can get switched off. You don't want to waste your power. Access. Maybe I should have built more. We build another 10 of those. Now I've got that power line there. What's the... I put a thruster there opposite that engine there. And then... Which one did I put it next to? The rear one. There. And that gives that thruster a bit more clout. Actually, let's try this for a design. We that in there like that, and then we can bring this down. These are on the angle, so that shouldn't affect the ammo box. I want to protect this, so let's just put this across the back like that. So if we put those in like that, I mean, the ship's going to look pretty blocky, no matter how. There's no point pretending it won't be, but trouble is I don't want to load the ship down too much with, take these out, with these containers. I want a capacity, but at the same time I don't want to overload the ship too much. It's just you come in like that. You. Turn in like that. So that gives me some capacity there. Actually, I could put another turret up here, couldn't I? That's a thought. Large constructor. One of my guns is damaged. That could be weapons. Oh, I need a sniper upgrade for that. We get projectile turrets. Yeah, we're going to make another one of those. I think we're going to push out some more ammunition as well. We're going to need it. Outputs. Constructor out. Now the extension containers actually have more hit points than the normal steel blocks, so in some ways it's worth having. I don't want there because I want to lose it. If I stick with the... Actually, if I put a couple of steel blocks in like that, hopefully this thing is going to fly. If it doesn't, it's going to be a little bit embarrassing. Let's just protect the hover engines a little bit. Like that. Oops, too far. Let's put another couple out like that as an extension. Maybe just like that. That leaves me with 4. Okay. 1, 2 on that side. Keep it symmetrical. If we keep it in the plane, it should work. That's working. Let's come back here. There. What we'll do is we have this turret. Oops. Hey. This turret facing backwards. The reason I'm thinking of having a third turret is because if we're going to go into Xerax territory, it's going to be the sentry guns that are going to take down the patrols, and they can come from any angle. And the idea is that with the 3 guns here, with the Gatling guns at the front, we should be able to effectively carve our way through Xerax territory. That's the thought process, anyway. I'm going to need some more steel blocks soon. I know, looking at the wrong thing. Get into here, large constructor. Let's knock out, say, well, let's knock out 20. Because it'd be useful to carry some spares. I mean, this could get a bit overweight, which is what I'm slightly worried about. What I'm going to do is put that there. That there. That would give some resistance from attacks from the front. I mean, if I work on... Oh, you've got to be kidding me, game. Put one in there, one in there. That will give me some protection from the back. I mean, I can fix these corners over time. I mean, I'm not particularly too worried about the aesthetic, to be honest, guys. I mean, I could protect that. I mean, we've got the sentry guns to give us the extra protection. Let's just put it in here. You there, there. Just put those in like that. You're nice and neat and tidy from that perspective. We need to... I don't know why I'm actually using the drone, because this is very much low level stuff. Just for the aesthetic. That in there. And come across like that. That's that there. I think the other thing I need to do is just get out of that. Oh, and I'm going to need to sort the groups out with the thrusters. Now I've got 4 basic hover engines which I want to keep for the moment. What we'll do is we'll add these to the boost section, because these are really intended for when I've got lots of loot on board. That's thrust to right, that's thrust back. So just put these in the right group. Thrust to right, okay. They're back. Thrust to the left, okay. Just put these in. And then we're going it's back, isn't it? Yep. Nope. Cancel. I thought I put those hover engines in. Yeah, just get these in. Not sure what happened there. Boost. Boost. Thrust back. Thruster. Okay, in. Let's give it a little bit of a quick test flight so we can go and loot the. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good actually, guys. Fine. And just grab this. I mean, I could put one of the rear thrusters into the lift group actually, or the boost group. I mean, that could be another option, so that when I'm flying like this, although to be honest I do like the bit of extra speed. Now the other thing I probably need to do, what I'm going to do is just going to land, just to show you guys. Now if you watch it land now, it's really flat on the ground. Now if I take off again, and I want to go up to the full 3 meters. So that's 3 meters. I'm just going to go here, because part of the problem I've got is that I'm a little bit exposed here, the core's exposed here, and you can see we've got the engines underneath. You've also got some fuel tanks here exposed. What I want to do is give these a little bit of protection, when it's not going to be excessive protection, but let me just put a couple of these on here like that. Protect the fuel tanks. Actually, I could protect the armor locker as well. I'm going to put one at the front, which may seem a bit odd, but it will make sense in a little while, guys. Do I need anything else? These are ordinary blocks here. I mean, I could protect the hover engines, but I'm more interested in protecting the core. I think that's going to be it. What I'm going to do is just come here. Now, if I get back into the ship, and if we land now, what you will see is, because I've put those part blocks underneath, now it probably doesn't show very well there. If I, let's get rid of that. Hey. What you'll see now is the ship doesn't land completely, and that's because of the part blocks underneath. So you get this kind of perception like that. I think that's okay. Just turn the thrusters off and the lift off, and the boost. I'm not sure why I had the boost on as well. I'm pretty happy with that. for, and of course what we're going to need to do is the ammo controller. We've got 625. Let's get the ammunition back in again so that we've got something we can defend. I'm not sure why. What we're going to do is drop these into the fridge here, because we're going to be using this next. This can come out. Base. I think we'll just put this into raw food. Bait general supplies. Certainly going to need to make a minigun eventually. Use this stuff up with. That's that done. Now, question is, do I need to tidy up this area here? Let's have a quick fly round, guys. No real defense there. I mean, I suppose I would like to tidy up this corner. Problem is, I'm absolutely terrible at finding the right blocks. I'm looking for something that's square on ones. I mean, I could take... I'm going to have to take the ammunition out again. Let's just change this a bit, guys. Very cool. Ammo. Just take the ammo out again. The reason I'm taking the ammo out is if you hook any of these boxes with ammo in, what it will do is it will drop them. If I change this, we'll leave this one solid in the center, and then just put. This one in like that, and then we'll leave this out, then that will follow the general layout like that. Yeah, I think that will make sense. And then that means that, I know some of you guys will say, you're cheating, you should find the right block. Well, sometimes it's when you're building Adler like this, you just go with the flow of what things actually look like, to be honest. I think we'll just leave that for the moment, and that. Half inclined to put a little bit of protection like that over that engine there, like that. And nose could probably do a little bit of work as well. I think for the moment that works. I'm quite happy with that. We got, I mean, I could put a bit more. I mean, is that just adding too much weight? Ship. I mean, we could. No. I think we'll just leave that off for the moment. I think that is going to be it for the moment, guys. I quite like that. Let's just see what the stats are. Of course, I haven't got anything powered up, so let's just jump in and just go on normal thrusters, normal lift for the moment. It's a bit reluctant to take off. Maybe that was just the game. Let's have a quick look at the stats. So we've got 480 forward thrust, 180 each side. And of course, you can't see the lift because it's hover engines. We've got 120 to brake, but that should be okay. Let's see what the... Got a feeling it's a little bit tail heavy. I can't get the drop down to finish this guy off. Yeah. Something tells me I need a little bit of weight on the front. I mean, I could use a mass block to do it. I mean, does it look a little bit? Oh, tell. Yeah, got a feeling. Yeah, it's a little bit tail heavy. I think we can fix that. I'm just going to come back over here. In fact, I just thought of a fairly good way to do this actually. Get back here. Gonna power off the thrusters. Oops, wrong one. Thrusters lift off. Let's just have a quick look at the front. I mean, I've now got a gap underneath here, haven't I? Courtesy of that. Okay. Let's. I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go, guys. Gatling gun, where are you? Yeah. A Gatling gun. Probably could do with a few more steel blocks, so we retrieve that, retrieve that, retrieve that. Grab that. Put that there, that there. That there. Oops. We'll just put the light out in front like that. That will extend the ship a little bit further that way. That will also put some extra blocks to protect the cockpit. And base constructor out. Hopefully this will fit. We're going to have to jump in and lift the thrusters. Lift. So this may not work because it may object to having the extra Gatling gun underneath like that. I mean, I could put a harvester on the front actually, come to think of it. Then I'd have to put a harvester cargo box on. What we're going to do is come down and land and see how that actually. Does that work? What do you guys think, guys? Does that work? I mean, the ship seems to float in the air, but I think the reason I get away with it is because I put the half plates in the back. But that, nah, don't like it. Don't like it at all. Change. Gatling gun. What I'm going to do is put the Gatling gun in the front like that, and then what we're going to do is take out that one and that one like that. Pull the blocks up like that. A couple of people have actually put comments in and said, why don't I do a building session? This is probably a good example why I don't, because I'm pretty sure you guys are already starting to tear your hair out about what I'm doing. We get one more light in. Large constructor. Spotlight in. Build that, please. And what I'll do is have the two lights on the front with the Gatling gun on the front, and the extra weight there should offset the weight on the rear now. that way. I'm not sure about the light patterns, where I'll have to check that later on. That's throwing quite a good amount of light forward, so I can see. Oops. Back to the thrusters. Right, we've got lift and boost. Back over to this area here. Not brilliant, but it will help. I can't find anything to kill around here at the moment. Oh, I've got no ammo. I failed there, guys. Sorry about that. I took all the ammunition out. Yeah, I think getting a better feel for that actually, guys. Because I can get, you can see the front now dips down, because I wouldn't say we're probably perfectly level, but we're probably a little better. I really like that light spread as well. Let's go to maximum height. No. It's a little bit still tail heavy, isn't it? Yeah, tiny bit. You can see it at a distance. It can be quite difficult to perceive, but I think I can live with that. And if necessary, I can always change some of these blocks, because there is a mass block that you can put in that gives you some extra weight at the front. Or I could extend the weight mass forward. Actually, what we could do is if I put in a couple of these. See if we got really low, a really low one. Can't remember if I've got a block for this yet. I don't want to restrict the visibility front of the ship. What we could do is put a couple of these on. They won't substantially alter the weight of the ship, but that would give a little bit more protection there. At the same time, it won't affect forward visibility. Yeah, I think that will work, guys. It gives it a little bit of an aesthetic. It's going to land here. Power the lights off, thrusters off, lift. And I've just noticed the time, guys. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will take this ship out and do a little bit of raiding. My instinct is probably going to be this first supply station here. Or maybe make a call, come down here. I mean, we've got a supply station over here. The problem with this one is, I don't know, maybe we could get in there. I mean, it's difficult to see the level of the terrain. But that's what we're going to do in the next part, guys. We're going to go out and put this ship to the test and see how its carry capacity is going to work. I mean, actually, what is the carry capacity for what we got it up to? We got up to 5496, which is pretty good. I suppose I could put, maybe if I sort out these blocks here, I'll put some more extra carry capacity there. Or maybe change one or two of these blocks. But, oops. That's me pressing the wrong key. Sorry about that, guys. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.